My beloved, for 5 years, 1,825 days or so.
My sweet husband, these past 5 years with you couldn't be better described than us dancing in the Minefields.
You didn't come here today because you wanted to listen to me speak. You came here to witness two young, great people commit themselves to one another for life.
Tell me what you were feeling on your wedding day.
The Incredibles is a Pixar film released featuring undercover superheroes. So for today, Danny, you're cast into the role of Mr. Incredible. Mr. Incredible is known for his incredible strength. Give us a little flex, Danny. Come on. Yes, there it is. Okay. And Allie, you're cast into the role of Mrs. Incredible. Mrs. Incredible is formerly Elastigirl and is known for her ability to stretch, to be incredibly flexible. Nice. You guys are good sports. Okay, I think we're ready, Incredibles. Your mission for today and this day forward is to have a marriage that displays the gospel in incredible ways, not only to each other, but to the world.
On our wedding day, I was so unsure of what I would be feeling in the lead up to it.
On my wedding day, I was feeling really anxious.
After being in the season of anxiety and depression for months, not really feeling a whole lot of anything positive, all of a sudden, starting the night before at the rehearsal dinner, just like a flood of peace that the Father just gave me that I just considered a gift to us for that day so that we could be just present in that moment.
We had a really hard engagement, and God had filled me with so much peace that we were to get married. But Danny and I kind of switched. Like, his anxiety was all before the wedding, and then the wedding day he had lots of peace, and then we switched, which is kind of how our marriage has been, where one person's down or anxious and the other person's strong, and then we switched. But honestly, if I'm being honest, is that okay? Is that I was really anxious?
So there was a lot of nerves, but at the same time, just this peace that this is exactly what God had for us. So it was exciting to just watch as each part of the day just continue to unfold.
More practical, on my wedding day, I would give myself the advice to not be so anxious and to trust God and to trust that He brought Danny and I together, and I've only seen that more and more clearly throughout the last 5 years.
I would give myself the advice to simply be present each day. I'm so prone to live into the future, but to live in today and what is happening in this moment with the people that we're with right now.
Hey, Mommy's gonna tap me on the shoulder.
Yep, but you have to come over here.
Tap, tap.
Hi. She's. What?
Hi,
You said you look pretty.
Thanks.
What do you think, baby girl? Yeah. What do you want to do?
Do you wanna hug me? Oh, thanks, buddy. Should we dance like you're the prince, I'm the princess? Whoa, this dress is really big, huh? What do you think? Okay. Oh, thank you. This is very nice. Hi, are you a princess too? Hey.
You look beautiful.
Thanks. Oh, thank you. That's nice. Oh, thank you. Oh. Hi. Should we have a family hug? Yay, we're family. I love you. Hi.
Hi.
Remember when we got married?
Allie, I love you as Christ loves us, unconditionally, unselfishly, and eternally.
In the presence of God and our family and friends, I receive you as my husband.
I receive you as my wife and helpmate, a gift from the Lord. Using Scripture as my guide, I promise to be the head and spiritual leader of our home, to protect and provide for you.
I will accept your spiritual leadership and promise to honor, respect, trust, and encourage you as we grow together in a loving world.
I commit myself to do these things through the power of the Holy Spirit for as long as we live. As my wife, I love Allie's graciousness. She is just filled with just such radical and beautiful grace towards me and towards others, and it's so convicting and so much of an encouragement to be drawn towards that kind of graciousness every day.
So I would say as a husband, I really love the way that he pursues me as a wife. He's never treated me like a wife, but like a girlfriend, like in the way that he's pursued me. And I think that's really special. He dates me, he brings me flowers, he buys me chocolate. Like, I feel very pursued by him. I also never doubt my belovedness before him. I know that he loves me, and I know that he will be loyal to me.
She's also such just a willing friend to go on adventures, to go discover together, to go and explore together, to be willing to be able to say yes to whatever God has for us together is really fun.
As a friend, I see him pushing me to be the best person I can be. He also will take my dreams and make them his dreams, and I think that's a really good quality in a friend, to see my dreams and hear them and, help them happen.
And then as a mother, I think Allie has just shown that graciousness has evolved into motherhood, where even in some of the most trying moments, she continues to look for what is beautiful in Abby and Asher and be able to love them right where they're at right now. Not love some future version of who they will be, but love them today and enjoy them today. And those are just really beautiful things and lessons that I'm learning from her.
As a father, I've seen him grow so much as a spiritual leader, but I've seen him want to lead the kids and have very clear vision on being the leader of the home and leading us to be closer to Christ. Like, we just started this thing called Family Worship, and he'll play his little ukulele and we'll sing songs, and the kids are like running around like bumping into each other, but his heart is focused on Jesus, and I can see that he wants the kids to see that in us and hopefully admire that and make that choice for them one day too.
My beloved, for 5 years, 1,825 days or so, each one way different than we would have imagined when we danced as husband and wife to Dancing in the Minefields.
My sweet husband, these past 5 years with you couldn't be better described than us dancing in the Minefields. As we danced to that song on our wedding day, I remember thinking that we had already overcome so much together. From moving to China to battling depression, we danced.
The minefields we have danced through these 5 years would have defied anything we could have dreamt. Yet here we are, learning, growing, becoming more and more of who God has called us to be as individuals, as a couple, and as partners.
But these past 5 years, we have gone on a journey I wouldn't have wanted to go on with anyone else. You have been the rock of our family since saying I do, walking with me through some of the hardest seasons of my life.
For 5 years, I have watched you grow as a disciple of Jesus. I have seen your zeal for righteousness. I have witnessed your eye for the marginalized and the hurting. I have heard your constant prayers for believing the best in people while being aware of the brutality of this world's inhabitants. Beyond anything, though, I have seen your faithfulness to hold on to Jesus when it feels like nothing else is steady.
I know without a shadow of a doubt that your heart is full of a desire for Jesus. I see that in the ways you've pursued me as your wife, led the church through a season of darkness, and saying yes to adopting while pregnant. I see your heart in the way you seek after truth and intimacy, the way you slow down your life going against your natural desires, the way you seek Him in prayer and word and community and in celebration. You're really gifted at celebration.
I know this may not be the image of yourself you would express, but I have seen the love and bravery that has been placed in you by the Spirit which outweighs your fears, and I'm in awe. For 5 years, I've seen you grow as a wife. You have called me constantly into greater faithfulness to the way of Jesus, and it has been as beautiful as it has been at times infuriating. I'm forever grateful.
There's a line in our song, "When I forget my name, remind me." You have always reminded me of my true name, daughter of the King, time and time again. Thank you. I need you to do that for the rest of the days of our lives. I so easily forget whose I am, and as my partner in this dance, you do not.
You have challenged my soul. You have demonstrated radical forgiveness to me more than 7 times 70. You have been unwilling to live in the shadows, but instead demonstrate a marriage surrendered to the marvelous light. It has not been easy, but who would have thought dancing the Minefields ever would be?
We make a great team, my love. You push me to love. You know me. You see my heart for people and make me better. You cherish my dreams as if they're your own.
For 5 years, I have watched how God has been preparing your heart for motherhood, so that when we discovered our son across the globe and discovered our daughter inside your womb, it seemed as natural a progression as moving on from one course of a delicious meal to the next. You've demonstrated the ability to love and observe our 2 littles in a way that leaves me challenged and curious. You have given them the time and intentionality they need while continually thinking of me and so many others.
While these last 5 years have felt like a minefield, I have loved dancing through them with you. I will never give up on you.
For 5 years, we have danced in the minefields of life under the direction of our choreographer. And together, we're just getting started.
Now let's hear it for the first time as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Daniel Connor.
Well, I was 21 and you were 24. The year we got engaged, and everyone said we were much too young, but we did it anyway. We got the rings ethically sourced, 'cause that's the way to go. We said our vows and took the leap now 5 years ago. And we went dancing in the minefields. We went sailing in the storms. And it was harder than we dreamed, but I believe that's what the promise is for. Well, I do are the 2 most famous last words, beginning of the end. But to lose your life for another, I've heard, is a good place to begin. 'Cause the only way to find your life is to lay your own life down. And I believe it's an easy price for the life that we have found. And we're dancing in the minefields. We're sailing in the storms. This is harder than we dreamed, but I believe that's what the promise is for. That's what the promise is for. So when I lose my way, there's nothing left to fear. So I'll walk with you in the shadowlands till the shadows disappear. 'Cause you promised not to leave us, and his promises are true. So in the face of all this chaos, baby, I can dance with you. So let's go dancing in the minefields. Let's go sailing in the storm. Let's go dancing in the minefields and kicking down the doors. Let's go dancing in the minefields and sailing in the storms. Oh, this is harder than we dreamed, but I believe that's what the promise is for. That's what the promise is for.
I love you, Danny. Thank you for being my forever dancing partner in this crazy thing we call life. Love, Allie.
With all my love, Danny.